17 years old arrested as the mastermind behind the recent Twitter hack that happened to people like Bill Gates, Kanye West, Warren Buffett, and a lot of big billionaires around the world. These and many other things I'll be talking about in this particular video. Just before I jump right in, I want you guys to kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button below and the bell notification icon if you are yet to subscribe to this YouTube channel. But if already subscribed, thank you for subscribing, and make sure you share my videos across all social media platforms so that others will get to see what is trending and what we are talking about right now on social media. Disney owes me $100 million, Wizkid said in a recent tweet, and a lot of controversies about that on social media right now, as a lot of reactions are going on that particular Wizkid, allegation against, Disney land or Disney World, and that is something that I will still be talking about in this particular video. According to what Wizkid said about them owing him $100 million, he never made a lot of details about that, but actually made that allegation, which a lot of people are now interpreting in different way. But you have to understand that Wizkid was actually featured in a Lion King album by Beyonce, and a lot of others were actually featured like Burna Boy, Yemi Alade, and Shatta Wale. But this is actually the root of them owing Wizkid about $100 million. That is what a lot of people are now saying. But I believe that it should be the root, because without this Lion King album, I don't think Wizkid has any kind of affiliation relationship with Disneyland. That is something that I'm glad to tell you. But a lot of reactions trailing Wizkid already, as a lot of people have been saying that, man, Wizkid, where did you get $100 million from? Have you seen $100 million in your life? That is one thing that has been trailing Wizkid. Why a lot of people also believe that, okay, Wizkid actually had this kind of access to this money because of his role that he played in the Gift album by Beyonce, and that we are expecting Wizkid to give us details later. But if Wizkid has this kind of debt being owed him by Disney land, he should become the richest African artist. That is one thing that I believe about the whole thing. But I don't know whether Wizkid is a lawyer or accountant to have actually estimated the worth of his contract with Disney World. That is what I just believe about the whole thing. I hope Wizkid is saying the truth, because if not, he's going to be sued, because all those people, they don't play with being sued and all those kind of legal issues. A 17 years old boy, a recent high school graduate, was actually arrested by the authorities, US authorities, for a recent big Twitter hack, and that is something that is getting a lot of us talking on social media. And I think we need to actually see that from another different point of view, because when the recent Twitter hack happened, a lot of people were calling out Nigerians. They were calling out Hushpuppi and their friends, but unfortunately those guys were actually arrested and kept in the police detention already. But before this one happened, according to a report that made online, Elon Musk, the owner of Tesla, and then Bill Gates, we have Barack Obama, Kanye West, their Twitter account were hacked, and then this person actually sent out a message via their Twitter account saying that send us Bitcoin, we will double send you back. And that actually attracted a lot of attentions, and a lot of people were like, saying that, man, this shouldn't have come from these people, because we know how they tweet and the kind of things they talk about. And that generated a lot of reactions on social media. But in recent time, this person is known as Graham Ivan Clark, and was actually arrested at his apartment in Florida. Right now, he faces felony charges in the hack, including fraud and being charged as an adult. And then he was charged alongside others, a 19 years old from US, and then 22 years old from UK. They actually assisted him in hacking these accounts, and according to report, they said he actually convinced the organization, the organization, I don't know whether it's Twitter organization or the Bitcoin organization, that he is actually a staff of their organization, that he need access to these people's portal profile, and then they gave him access, and he actually did wrong with it. And that is something serious to the world, because a lot of us are now questioning the security of Twitter and Bitcoin in this regard. When he was arrested, about $700,000 worth of Bitcoin was actually seized from him, and that is something that we need to actually still be looking at, because when hacking happens around the world, people are quick to call out the citizens of the third world, and then right now, but is actually the citizens of the first world. And that is one thing that a lot of people are now actually talking about, but not Hushpuppi and Woodbury this time, because they are facing their own financial charges or financial fraud cases in US, and why 47 other countries are still willing to actually extradite Hushpuppi, especially to their country, because of some financial fraud issues that he had around the world. And that I still want to tell you that Hushpuppi and Woodbury, they've pleaded not guilty, but do you think it will help them to reduce jail time? That is one thing I will ask a lot of people around, and I think it's not going to help them to reduce jail time, because Hushpuppi has a lot of evidence pointing right into his eyes, and that which is not arguable in most cases. And then Woodbury happens to be wriggling out of this case so far as the authorities have withdrawn their or dismissed their case against Woodbury, and now a lot of people are jubilating already. But you have to understand that it is merely a temporary dismissal, and because he will be arraigned in court also after enough evidence is being built against Woodbury. Guys, just before I jump off, I want you guys to kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button below and the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time I upload my videos. But if already subscribed, thank you for subscribing, and make sure you share my videos across all social media platforms so that others will get to see what is trending and what we are talking about on social media.